Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another preview and prediction video. Today will be a one team only video and that's for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. As you remember in my ACC video, I said that I was going to go through the ACC and have Notre Dame as well in it, but I forgot to do the actual prediction of Notre Dame, so we're doing it now. So let's look back at Notre Dame again. This is coming off a national championship. Marcus Freeman has to replace offensive and defensive coordinator. They bring in a new starting quarterback, C.J. Carr, redshirt freshman, but they have Jeremiah Love in the backfield as well as Jadarian Price. So looking good there. Jordan Faison's back as well as Jaden Greathouse. They bring in Malachi Fields from Virginia to help the wide receiver corps, as well as Will Pauling coming in from Wisconsin. The offensive line, you got a lot of people returning and a lot of new starters. Defensively, you have a lot of guys that are still in the program, and you bring in a guy like Devontae Smith. So let's go ahead and predict Notre Dame. So, looking here, let me go down and find Notre Dame again. But anyways, so going through here, I've little insight into how this has been going. I've already finished all the other conferences in the preview and predictions, so I'm just going through and doing Notre Dame to finish it off. So, waiting on it to pull up. Gotta do this again, because for some reason it decided not to pull up, so let's go through it again. Find Notre Dame. But yeah, it's been fun to do it this way. It's helped me to go through my stuff and finally pick some things. So, I don't know. It's just being difficult. I don't know. It doesn't help that it switches the position of wherever it is every time the page is refilled, so I don't know. Oh, it's scrolled up all the way up here. That's why. Ha! Where was Notre Dame? It was all the way down here, wasn't it? Here it is. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, starting out, Notre Dame and Miami, I picked that as a loss. Same as Notre Dame, Texas A&M. So, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. I've already done like a majority of this with like looking at the other conferences. So, I'm just filling everything in and then I'll talk about it. So, Notre Dame, I feel like on the road at Miami week 1 with a new starting quarterback, I don't think it's going to be it's definitely not going to be easy, but I feel that it's just going to be too much for C.J. Carr early in the year, so I'm going to put that as a loss. Texas A&M, one of the better defensive coaches in the country, and Mike Elko, why did it just do that? Okay. And Mike Elko, I just think the Texas A&M is going to go in there and get a big win and revenge from last year. No issue with Purdue. I feel like Notre Dame is going to be able to do that pretty easily. At Arkansas, I just feel it feels like about every year Marcus Freeman has a loss that you don't see coming, and I feel like this could be it. It definitely could be right here with Boise State in town, but I decided to pick the road game against Arkansas, so I feel like that's going to be where that comes in. Notre Dame against Boise, I feel like Notre Dame's got that. Same with NC State. USC, revenge from last year. Then Notre Dame beating Boston College, beating Navy, beat Pitt, Syracuse, and Stanford. So I feel like Notre Dame is going to take a little step back, especially losing the coordinators and the talent that they had. So I feel like 8-4 is where they're going to be. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and go Dogs.